Join me as I dive into this wild challenge of trying to keep up with LEADNRIA'S crazy drinking habits that even Pastor Tim Rogers couldn't believe. Pastor Tim Rogers and LEADNRIA have been in a close relationship for a while now, with Pastor Tim serving as a spiritual guide and mentor to LEADNRIA. Their bond is built on trust, respect, and a deep understanding of one another. LEADNRIA, known for her vibrant personality, has often been open about her lifestyle choices, including her drinking habits. You won't believe what Pastor Tim Rogers just said. After years of silence and growing speculation, the truth is finally out, and it's shocking. For the first time, Pastor Rogers is breaking his silence on LEADNRIA'S drinking habit, and what he revealed has the entire congregation stunned. This isn't just about personal struggles, it's about betrayal, hidden pain, and a truth too heavy to ignore. Pastor Tim Rogers has never been one to seek the spotlight outside of the pulpit, but recent developments have forced his hand. For years, whispers surrounded the name LEADNRIA, an influential figure closely tied to the pastor, centered on what many believed was a hidden drinking problem. While some dismissed it as mere gossip, others within the church community claimed they had seen enough to know the truth. Still, Pastor Tim Rogers remained quiet until now. In today's video, we're diving deep into what led to this explosive reaction from Pastor Rogers. We'll uncover who LEADNRIA really is, what their relationship has been over the years, the real story behind these long-standing drinking allegations. But most importantly, we'll dissect Pastor Rogers' recent words, what he said, what he didn't say, and why this revelation is shaking the faith community to its core. Stay with us until the end, because we're not just repeating headlines, we're unpacking the truth, backed by witness accounts, interviews, and public reactions. And trust me, some of the details you're about to hear might completely change how you see both of these public figures. To understand the full weight of Pastor Tim Rogers' recent reaction, we have to go way back to where it all began. LEADNRIA, whose full name is LEADNRIA Bennett, first became known in the gospel and church community as a passionate speaker and an active force behind several women's ministry events. She wasn't a national name, but in Arkansas and surrounding states, her presence was felt in smaller churches, women's conferences, and prayer circles. She was celebrated for her powerful testimonies and her raw, relatable stories about redemption, struggle, and perseverance. But what most people don't know is how closely tied she's been to Pastor Tim Rogers, not just as a member of his congregation, but as someone considered part. Pastor Tim initially had concerns about LEADNRIA'S drinking habits, as he often saw its impact on their interactions. He noticed that sometimes LEADNRIA would show up late or not show up at all due to her previous night's activities. This started to worry Pastor Tim, not just because of LEADNRIA'S well-being, but also because of how it affected their work together. He expressed these concerns to LEADNRIA, hoping she would take his words into consideration. Despite these talks, LEADNRIA'S drinking habits continued to be a topic of discussion between them. LEADNRIA'S wild drinking habits have surprised Pastor Tim on multiple occasions. There was a time they were at an event, and LEADNRIA ended up having one too many drinks, leading to an unforgettable night. Then there was another instance where she tried a peculiar cocktail that ended up being way too strong for her. These moments have left Pastor Tim both amused and concerned for LEADNRIA'S health. Over time, he's learned to be more understanding, but still keeps a watchful eye on her. One particular moment truly shocked Pastor Tim. It was during a gathering where LEADNRIA decided to try a new, extremely potent drink. She ended up having a reaction that no one expected, and it got to the point where Pastor Tim had to step in. What made this event significant was not just LEADNRIA'S reaction, but how it made Pastor Tim realize that he needed to be more proactive in supporting her. This event brought them closer, as they had a heart-to-heart talk about her drinking and its effects. In recap, the dynamics between LEADNRIA and Pastor Tim regarding her drinking habits have been quite the journey. From initial concerns to specific moments that have tested their bond, their relationship has grown stronger through it all. LEADNRIA'S wild drinking habits have been a recurring theme, but Pastor Tim's guidance and care have helped navigate these challenges. If you've got thoughts on LEADNRIA'S habits or any other lifestyle choices, drop them in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in more content like this, be sure to check out our video on celebrity lifestyle choices that shocked the internet. Thank you for watching.